Hey everyone, before we dive into this story, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more real-life stories of betrayal and heartbreak, and share your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear how you would react in a situation like this. It was a Tuesday evening when she told me she was just going out. Her voice was casual, almost too casual, like she was rehearsing normalcy. I didn't notice it at first. I trusted her. I wanted to trust her. But something about the way she paused at the door, checking her phone one last time, made my chest tighten with a feeling I couldn't name. "Be back early," I said, trying to sound casual. She smiled, kissed my cheek, and left. That was the last time I would feel that sense of normalcy in our home. The first few days after that, everything seemed fine, but small things started to stick in my mind. The missed calls she forgot to return, the way her laughter would suddenly stop when I walked into the room, the faint smell of perfume that wasn't hers lingering on her coat when she returned home late. I began questioning myself. Was I imagining things? Was I being paranoid? But the unease only grew. One evening, I noticed her phone buzzing on the counter. Against my better judgment, I glanced at the screen. A message popped up and my stomach sank instantly. It was from a man I didn't recognize, but the tone made my blood run cold, flirty, intimate, filled with inside jokes I wasn't supposed to know. I tried to rationalize it. Maybe it was a friend. Maybe I was reading too much into it. But deep down, I knew the truth. The quiet suspicion I had felt for days became a loud, insistent scream in my mind. Something was wrong. That weekend, she went out again. This time, I waited by the door. When she came to grab her coat, I spoke before she could leave. "I know where you're going," I said quietly, but with enough firmness that she froze. Her eyes widened in shock, and for a brief moment I saw fear that she had been caught, fear that the facade had crumbled. She hesitated. Her mouth opened, closed, opened again, as if deciding how much to reveal. I didn't push further. I didn't yell. I just watched, my heart pounding, a mixture of sorrow and controlled fury swirling inside me. That night, I couldn't sleep. I replayed every moment we had shared over the past few months, wondering which ones were genuine and which ones were carefully crafted illusions. The way she laughed, the way she held my hand, the way she whispered my name in the dark. It all started to feel like part of a script I hadn't been given. I started paying closer attention. Hidden messages, quick glances at her phone, secretive text tones. All the little breadcrumbs I had ignored before suddenly became glaringly obvious. The world I thought I knew was unraveling, thread by thread, in the most intimate ways possible. Finally, I confronted her. We sat across from each other at the kitchen table, the low hum of the refrigerator filling the silence. I didn't scream. I didn't shout. I spoke calmly, painfully, each word deliberate. "I know you're lying to me. I know who you're seeing and what you've been hiding. I don't want to fight. I want the truth. Can you give me that?" Her shoulders slumped. She looked down at her hands, twisting them nervously. I didn't mean for it to happen this way," she whispered. "I thought I could handle it. I never wanted to hurt you." Her words were a mix of guilt, confusion, and regret. I wanted to hate her, to lash out, but the truth was more complicated than anger alone. Love, even when betrayed, doesn't vanish instantly. It lingers, tangled with heartbreak and disbelief. We talked for hours that night. She confessed to meeting him, to the growing connection she had with someone else while pretending everything was normal. She admitted that it had started as curiosity, a way to feel desired, but it had spiraled into something she couldn't control. I felt my world collapse, but I also realized something important. Betrayal doesn't always make someone a villain. People are flawed, and sometimes even the people we love most make choices we can't understand or accept. I made my decision not in anger, but in clarity. I told her that while I understood her mistakes, I couldn't stay in a relationship built on secrecy and lies. I needed space, I needed truth, and above all, I needed to protect my heart. Moving out wasn't easy. I left behind the apartment we had shared, the photos, the small keepsakes of a life that had felt secure. But with each step away, I felt a strange sense of liberation, a reclaiming of self I hadn't realized I had lost. The pain didn't vanish overnight, but it became manageable, a teacher rather than a prison. In the weeks that followed, I focused on rebuilding. I reconnected with friends, pursued hobbies I had neglected, and allowed myself to grieve fully for the love I thought would last forever. Each memory that once hurt became a lesson in self-respect, trust, and the importance of boundaries. I no longer felt the need for revenge or to punish her. My focus was on me, on healing, understanding, and regaining the dignity that had been chipped away. I realized that true strength isn't in confrontation or anger. It's in calm resilience, in knowing your worth, and in walking away when your trust is broken. Looking back, I don't hate her. I feel sorrow for the choices she made and gratitude for the clarity they forced upon me. And I learned that sometimes the hardest decisions, saying goodbye, reclaiming your life, are the ones that lead to the most profound growth.